She ordered tea in a coffee shop. That's how I knew she wasn't like anyone else. My name is Lena. I'm 25, and I've been working in this cafe long enough to read people by the way they stir their drinks. Some rush, some pause, some never look up. But that evening, when she walked in, laptop in one hand, notebook in the other, the air around her felt different. She was a brunette, maybe 31, her hair falling slightly into her eyes, her steps unhurried. The kind of tired that isn't from lack of sleep, but from too much thinking. She took the table near the window, where the city lights spilled in like warm rain. I brought her the menu, but she didn't look up at first. "Do you have jasmine tea?" she asked softly. "Everyone else comes here for coffee," I said with a smile. "I came for silence." That answer made me stop for a second. "Then you picked the right hour." When I returned with her tea, she finally met my eyes. Something in her expression, focused but kind, made me feel like I was being read, line by line. She worked quietly for a while, tapping at her laptop, writing something, then staring at the empty page again. Every few minutes, she'd glance at the window, as if searching for a word that had escaped outside. "Writer's block?" I asked when I brought her a refill. "Something like that," she said, closing the notebook. "You ever feel like your thoughts are louder than your life?" "All the time," I admitted. That made her smile. "Then maybe you should be the one writing." I laughed softly. "And what would I write about?" "About the people who come here," she said, "and the ones who never really leave." Outside, the street was glowing with the last traces of daylight. Inside, the cafe felt like it belonged only to us, two people caught in that golden space between work and something else. When she stood to go, she left a small folded note under her cup. "Thank you for the silence." I found it after she left. And though the table was empty, the seat across from me didn't feel that way. The cafe was quieter that night. The usual rush had faded, and only the soft hum of the espresso machine filled the space. I was wiping down the counter when the door opened. The bell chimed once, low and familiar. It was her again, the brunette writer. Same dark coat, same laptop bag slung over her shoulder, but this time her smile was easier. "I didn't think you'd come back," I said. "I didn't think I'd leave that note," she replied. She chose the same table by the window. I brought her tea before she even asked. "You remembered?" she said. "Hard to forget someone who orders tea in a coffee place," I teased. She laughed quietly, pulling out her notebook. "I tried writing about that night," she said, "but it sounded too real to be fiction." "Then maybe it's not supposed to be." She looked up at me, eyes steady. "You really think so?" "I do," I said. "Sometimes life just needs a good editor, not a rewrite." The air between us softened. The light outside turned gold, spilling over the table. She closed her notebook and rested her chin on her hand. "You always this wise after 8 p.m.? "Only for regulars," I smiled. We talked for a while, about stories, about cities, about how time seems to slow down in places that smell like coffee and rain. Every word felt easy, every silence warm. When it was time for her to go, she stood, slipping her notebook into her bag. "If I come back again," she said, "do I still get jasmine tea?" "I'll make it stronger next time," I said. She hesitated at the door, then turned. "You should really start writing, Lena." "Maybe I already did," I replied. The door closed behind her, but her presence lingered. In the cup she left half full, in the faint scent of tea leaves, in the quiet that somehow felt alive. And as I looked at that empty table, I realized something. She didn't just come here for silence. She came back for me.